So for today's episode, I'm not making a regular of this, but for today's episode, because of the hive being so active in the comments, we're going to have a look at what the silverfish looks like. Oh, hello. That's actually not too bad, you know. I kind of like that. I do. I like the kind of ice blue. Not bad. And then, of course, we've got the endermite. I should wait to the end, but let's get the endermite out here. That wiggle is disgusting. The texture pack that we're reviewing in today's Throwback Thursday texture pack review is another re-review, and this one is a channel membership perk redemption, where a channel member uses their priority redemption to make a texture pack suggestion, bump up the list, and be priority. The texture pack that we're reviewing today is the Paragon Resource Pack by Paragonia. You get 5 skins and 1 texture pack, and it currently costs 1,170 mine tokens. It's currently rated 4.1 stars out of 5 stars from only 46 reviews, and it says, "Greetings, adventurer. Bestow upon your worlds the enchanting transformation of Paragon, where every block tells a story. Whether you are battling dragons, crafting potions, or building your next masterpiece, experience a tapestry of vibrant textures that breathe life into every brick and beast. High definition 32x art style, medieval fantasy theme, custom item, and mob models." Let's get this texture pack re-reviewed. Did you know that Daz Man plays games other than Minecraft? Head over to Daz Man Plays and you'll see a complete catalogue of games that we play through from start to finish in long play videos, aiming for about an hour a video, start to finish, blind, playing through games and hopefully completing them. Or maybe you want to see Daz Man react to a whole load of new content, whether it be other Minecraft content that doesn't appear on the main channel or other content in general. Then head over to the Daz Man Reacts YouTube channel and make sure to subscribe to both and help both channels grow. Welcome back to the home of the texture pack review. I am your host, the Daz Man, and we are in a brand new creative world for the Paragon Resource Pack created by Paragonia. Once again, this is a re-review of a texture pack that I originally reviewed in November 2023, and it is also a channel membership redemption priority perk. I haven't really come up with a super cool name for this, but channel member Dawson did request this re-review for Throwback Thursday, and as a part of being a top tier channel member, you get a priority perk. You get to ask for 1 texture pack to be reviewed during Throwback Thursday and have it bumped to the top of the list. We had it last week and we're having it again this week. So thank you very much to Dawson for using the channel membership perk. If you'd like to become a channel member, please do consider clicking the join button and having a look and see if there's anything there for you. And if you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like on the video. Drop a comment down below with your feedback, your opinion. Mock me for not being able to keep my eyes open. That's absolutely fine. Or just make a suggestion for a Throwback Thursday video. Throwback Thursday is completely dictated by you guys. There is a long list of texture packs that you guys have asked me to review, and we do them every Thursday. So if you don't want to miss the video on a Thursday or any other video, please also make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. That's a lot of YouTube shillings, so I'm gonna stop now. We're gonna jump over to the left hand side and I'm gonna put the GUI on the screen, and while you guys see the menus and the GUI and just the text and how everything looks in the menus and stuff, let me just say that recently there's been a few comments about me being overly negative about packs and just not being able to find positivity. So I'm going to apologize for that, but I'm also going to defend myself a little bit. So sorry if I do sound overly negative. I promise you that is not my intention. That's not my gimmick. I don't try to be overly negative. But if there is something I don't like, or if a pack is bad in my opinion, I am not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I like a pack that I don't like, because I pay for these packs with my own money the same way you potentially pay for the packs with your own money. I'm a consumer. I'm not really getting any packs for free from people, and I'm not interested in lying. I want to tell you guys the truth and give you my honest opinion on the packs. But more important than that, my opinion matters the least out of everything here. don't look at my videos as me telling you what you should and should not buy. I'm just giving my opinion on the pack in my own words and what I feel about it. But my videos are a way for you to look at these packs without having to buy them first. So just bear that in mind, because we all know Minecraft has some terrible refund policies in the game. And if you buy a texture pack that's broken, or you buy a texture pack that's trash, it's not easy to get a refund. It's not impossible, but it's not easy. And so I want to show you guys the packs so you don't have to waste your hard-earned money and your hard-earned Minecraft tokens. Hopefully that makes sense, but sorry if I'm overly negative. I don't intend to. The GUI should have finished about an hour ago now, so we can have a look around the world. And we've spawned in an icy area, which is really cool because we don't get to see much icy biomes naturally in texture pack reviews. And I really like the ice. I'm going to be overly positive now, and I don't intend to be, but I really like this ice color. It's very bright blue, and I like the color in general. Just like the brighter oranges, the brighter yellows, the brighter green. It's not necessarily overexposed or massively bright, but it just has that happy tone of brightness. We've got the trees here as well with some very good transparency on the leaves, in my opinion. Quite a lot of transparency on the leaves, so bushes will be quite difficult to do. But yeah, I mean, it's very basic, very simple. They're not exactly reinventing the wheel. We've got the grass block here. Doesn't look like a ton of variation. They don't claim to have variation, so that's absolutely fine. But we do like to look out for it. We do like to see it if it appears without mention. But it just feels like a happy world. Like, we've got the sun up there. We've got the water down here as well. Let's see. It's a completely clear water. Not a big fan of that. I like water animations. Let me just make sure that sun does not set. But I do like a water animation. I am quite fond of a water animation. There isn't any. It's a very clear water. If you told me that this was some form of glass, I would probably believe you. But it does keep that Minecraft color for water. It's not reinventing the wheel. So I suppose it just depends on how much you care about water animations there. We've got the snow. And obviously that's going to affect how bright a pack is, because the snow is quite bright. We've got lava over here. We've got stone. Just have a look here at the stone. Very subtle, very simple is probably the right word there. I think it's cool. We've got some snowy grass here as well. The sand, a little bit orangey yellow. Got sandstone here too, which looks a little bit woody as well. It's not, not going to lie to you. I feel like that's a little bit too woody for sandstone. And then if we head over, let's go this direction. There seems to be some clear grass here. Hopefully we'll get some passive mobs spawning. But the world, I mean, it feels like Minecraft. It doesn't feel like it's reinventing too much. It feels like Minecraft. I am interested to see if the pigs, the cows, and the sheeps are quite standard because of the changes in the Spring to Life update. We've got sheep over here. No, these guys seem cool. We've got like the love heart style shape of the face here. You've got a bit of, it's a bit weird in the terms of the white pixels around the legs. Bit weird. Let's see. We shear him. Okay. Black undertone. Bit of a grey undertone there. So the colors are consistent. And then when, oh, I don't like that. Hang on. So look, there's a white strip there along like, the cuffs. You shear it and then it disappears. Does it got like grey tips on its hair? That's very weird. I'm not sure I like that too much, to be honest with you. The overall design, though, I'm a fan of it. It's fine. Doesn't do anything crazy. It's quite cool. Do we have any of those cows, pigs, or chickens? Here's a pig. Let's see. Now, I have to be honest with you. I'm not the most knowledgeable on what the new pig designs are. So we might just fly around a little bit and just see what happens when we spawn them in. See, because I'm prone to say that that is working. It's not broken. It's not vanilla. Do correct me, though. I don't mind being corrected in the comments. I haven't experienced enough vanilla Minecraft since the update for it. I feel like it's a little bit blotchy. It's a little bit too noisy for that to be a standard Minecraft pig even, sorry. So I'm going to say that is a Paragonia. So it doesn't look like it's broken, but I do stand to be corrected. Do we have, here's a cow. Again, it's a bit harsh in the design, like, it just doesn't feel polished, which is making me think it's not necessarily a standard vanilla cow. Trying to like go to different areas and different heat sources to see how they look. I'm probably making myself look like an idiot. You guys are going to turn around and tell me, no, that's a vanilla cow. That's a vanilla pig. I don't know. Let me know, in all honesty. It feels very harsh on the eyes, though. The shading, the coloring does feel very harsh. Is there a chicken around just to help us finish off the lot? Doesn't look like it at the moment. But while we wait for one of them to spawn, let's grab some horses and just spawn in a few of these guys. Nothing much really going on. A bit of like rough shading on there. It's not the highest definition. Not the highest quality texture I've ever seen. It's not bad at all. It's just, I think one thing that I'm seeing in this pack at the moment is not exactly reinventing the wheel. Which at the price that you're getting this for, at 1,170 mine tokens is the base price. A good skeleton there. The 1,170 mine tokens as a base price, you kind of expect a reinvention somehow. You know, you need something good for that price. You can't just have basic. So we just need to bear that in mind. I like the skeleton horse. That kind of eggshell white, very nice. And then last but not least here for the horses, quite a basic zombie horse there as well, which is a shame. So we're just looking for a chicken then. Let's get a chicken out here. Oh, there we go. Hello. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Oh, wow. Okay. Again, rough pixels. There is a bit of motion blur. I'm quite conscious of the fact that people have told me that I fly around a bit too much. I love the hair design, though. That hair design coming straight out of Wallace and Gromit there. Okay. No variation on there. I like it, though. Just a little bit rough. But overall, I like it. Not too bad. Let me know what you guys are thinking on your initial impressions down in the comments. I did waffle a little bit here, so I do apologize. Let's head over to a village, and let's go and see what villagers and iron golems look like. And so as we approach a village right next to a pillager outpost here, I just want to clarify something. In between sections, I went to have a look, and nope, those are the vanilla pigs, cows, and chickens. They are the spring to life ones. And yeah, depending on the biome that you're in, you go back to the standard ones as well. So it looks like Spring to Life has seriously broken a lot of current texture packs. And they're not looking like they're getting updated. This pack, I don't even think has been updated. I do want to be corrected on that, but I can't see any evidence of it being updated since November 2023. So I'm not sure if it would get updated. But yeah, the cows, the pigs, and the chickens at least have not been working, shall we say. So just in case you were about to write a comment to say, no, those were the vanillas. I know they're the vanillas. If you did write a comment already, just keep it there. It's fine. It helps the algorithm. But just so you know, we do correct things. So we're at this village. And this village is like, you know, the worst location possible. I mean, this is a pillager farm waiting to happen, I guess. Right there next to the village. We've got the iron golem. I like the iron golem. I do like the iron golem. I actually have some recollection of this. This is cool. Do you guys mind? Okay, cool. So we've got the redstone heart, the copper on there. They're fighting him there. I like it, though. I do like the way he looks. He looks very cool, very clean. That guy got bounced around. Fair enough. Over here, we've got the villager. My dude, that isn't even a 4-head. That is a 14-head. That 4-head goes on for years. Let's spawn in a few of these villagers then. Doesn't look like we've got any form of diversity here, which is an absolute shame. It's not ticking my boxes there, which is a shame. Like an army of villagers. Fight back against the pillagers, my friends. Bright blue eyes, very basic faces. Very basic outfits. Feels like good quality though, well made. But get me some diversity there, I'm sorry. Paragonia, I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest. And then in terms of the blocks, I mean, they're nice. I like them. They're good quality blocks. Good planks, good stairs, good logs. Yeah, they're not too bad at all. Not a big fan of mossy cobblestone, I have to say, which is a shame. But yeah, I mean, definitely above average at the moment. What about pillagers? We got pillagers. Let's go and see these guys. Okay, so yeah, carries on very minimalized facial expressions. Not too much going on here. Very consistent though, what they're going for. But yeah, it's just at the moment I'm going for average vibes. Those cherry blossoms look cool, don't they? They're nice. We'll see them at the armory. I'm going for more average or just slightly above average. The color is carrying it. There's good quality here. But I don't know. Some of the things are very much triggering my nitpicking, shall we say. But I'm not being negative, so don't call me negative. Let's set it to nighttime, and let's have a look at hostile mobs. And so we've got the moon rising over there. It's quite a simple moon, quite nice. It's got a little bit of character to it, a little bit of comic-y stuff going on there. Not too bad at all. Again, not really reinventing the wheel or trying to overstep the mark. Which, if this pack was 830 mine tokens, I'd be singing its praises. But for 1,170, which, by the way, I believe it's currently in the market pass, or it's on a sale as well. So 1,170 is its base price. There might be a discount at the moment. But for the price that we're getting at the moment, I don't think it's serious enough. Which I know kind of goes against my original review, but I'm more learned. Anywho, let's get the night vision potion done. Thank you. Get this lit up really quickly here. And I've just spoiled it, but we need to keep the hive happy. So, for today's episode, I'm not making a regular of this, but for today's episode, because of the hive being so active in the comments, we're going to have a look at what the silverfish looks like. Oh, hello. That's actually not too bad, you know. I kind of like that. I do. I like the kind of ice blue. Not bad. And then, of course, we've got the endermite. I should wait to the end, but let's get the endermite out here. That wiggle is disgusting. I like the color, though, but that wiggle is absolutely disgusting. So please, Hive, be nice to me in the comments. Let me know, do we have any other members of the Hive? Let me know down in the comments as well. I know we've got the Hive and we've got the Queen. What about other Hive members? Let me know. Anywho, probably don't know if I should keep talking about the Hive. Anywho, we've got villagers here, or zombies even. And okay, quite basic. Very pastel colored green. Clothes in tatters. Looks like early Hulk with like jaundice or something. You look like you've been ill, mate. Are you all right? I don't know. It's very basic, isn't it? Very basic. Clean, but basic. We've got a creeper here. You look angry. Okay. All right. Kind of bushy. Kind of furry. Kind of angry. You've also got like a 6'4" forehead, though. Have you noticed that? Very weird. And then over here, we've got the skeleton. Again, that kind of eggshell white. Matches the zombie horse. The face feels a little bit washed. That's not the highest quality I've ever seen, but it's not necessarily bad. And then next up as well, remember, arachnophobia warning. It is Minecraft. It isn't the most realistic pack in the world, so hopefully the spiders are okay, but this is your arachnophobia warning. We will have spiders coming up next. So where are the spiders? And hiding under the sunflowers here, we've got some spiders, and I really like the designs of this. None of the other mobs really made me think, oh, that's nice. I like the markings on this guy. The brown, the two-tone, three-tone if you count the feet as well. Yeah. If you don't like spiders, you're probably not going to like that, but I thought that was quite nice. That was quite a good spider in all honesty. All right, let's head out to the ocean now. And let's go and see what the ocean monument is looking like. Right then, so we're at the ocean monument. We still got night vision potion on now. And with that clear water, it's quite easy to see underneath. So let's get underneath them. Get down here and see. Oh, okay. I like the bricks. I do like the bricks. It's not your standard usual design. I like the bricks. Very nice creatively. We've got the prismarine itself here. In fact, I think the entire build is changing color. Going from like a greeny to a gray and a bit of a blue there as well. It seems to be like a very subtle change. Interesting. I like the bricks more than I like the prismarine itself. Up here, I don't like the sea lantern. I feel like this is probably going to be very close to glowstone. I don't like the sea lantern at all. It's just not talking to me there. Let's pop under here. Hey, buddy, how you doing? All right, you are both infected and andesite. Oh, I like the tail, though. Okay, that's a really nice tail. I do like the kind of warts on him. Not liking how they blend in with the eyes. But he does feel a lot like stone. I suppose he's supposed to look like prismarine, which makes sense, actually. Weird, though, isn't it? I would have made the eye look a little bit different to those weird kind of scabs on him. The tail, very nice, though. We've got the Guardian. It's the little ones down here. Pretty much the same again. Just very small. The tail, because it's been condensed, looks a little bit more rigid. But not bad. It's okay. And then, ooh. Hi, buddy. Drowned. Oh, it looks like that, like a creature from, I want to say Family Guy, but it probably could be Futurama or something. I've definitely seen this in, like, other media. I really like it, though. It's not a cousin to a zombie at all. Very creative, very fun there. This is, I suppose, where the fantasy elements come from. I like that. I do. Let me know what you guys are thinking so far. We've seen a few mixed bags. I'm leaning more towards positive than I am towards average at the moment, but only ever so slightly. Let's head underground and let's go and see what a trial chamber looks like. Alright, so we're in the trial chamber and we've still got night vision potion on, and unfortunately I'm going to make a little bit of a declaration now. And I don't do this often, but don't buy this pack. This is my, like, advice to you here. So you definitely know this isn't an advert. Don't buy this pack. It's been out for over a year. It's 1,170 mine tokens, meaning it's on the very expensive side of the kind of, you know, range. And it has not been updated at all. I mean, tough, not updated. Copper, bulbs, not updated. I don't know if this is going to get any support. This is a lot of money for Minecraft texture packs. You know, obviously we're not talking life-changing amounts of money, but this is a lot of money for a Minecraft texture pack to not even have tough blocks updated. I can't support that. I can't sit here and tell you to do this. I'm going to try and carry on reviewing this unbiased, try and carry on reviewing this and give it a fair shake in terms of design, but in terms of value for money, this is pants. I can't. It's just, I just can't. What's that? Light grey stained glass. So that's not even the copper grating that I thought that was. This is copper grating up here. Like, I'm sure this is basic. If it has been updated, I'm sorry, I can't. That's not been updated. I'm sorry. It really doesn't feel like it's updated at all. I've made quite a claim here saying that it's not updated. I'm feeling quite strongly that it's not. Let's get the breeze. No, I feel quite confident in saying this hasn't been updated. The grating had me, but the more I look at it, the less I think it has. Even then, it's so expensive for what you're getting, I have to say. The copper does look nice. The green and the orange does look nice, but you guys know I have quite passionate views on what is good quality, and if it's not been updated and it's still very expensive, I have to say I don't think it's good quality. Let's head to the Armoury. Like I say, we're going to carry on trying to be unbiased and just giving our view on the designs, but yeah, let's head to the Armoury. Right then, so we are in the Armoury and we get to have a look at how the world generation looks here. And you know what? It's quite nice. I like the kind of warmth that you get off the stone and then the darkness as we come down. That is quite nice. I also just wanted to say as well, thank you very much to Blondie for letting me know that if you turn off mob spawning in the game settings, only the mobs that you manually spawn in stay. That really helps with slimes. So hopefully we shouldn't have too many slimes running around anymore. Here's the cherry blossoms. Again, heavy transparency. I like them as leaves, but you're not going to get any bushes out of these. And I do like to use leaves as bushes when I build. So that's a little bit of a downer. But in terms of leaves, I think they're quite nice. They're not too heavy. They're not too strong. And it's quite consistent going through here as well. I do like that. It just gives that impression that, you know, there's branches and you can look through the leaves, which is cool. We carry on here. I'm just going to have a fly through on the Armoury. Again, look, pale oak not updated. I like the leaves here. These are nice. These autumnal leaves right here. Mangrove tree with the vines. Okay. We've got the doors. So the doors that do have an update, very nice. And then the vanilla doors are very rough, unfortunately. Some of my best or favorite beds here, although there is some clipping going on because I've got them side by side, but I do really like that pillow perched upwards design with the trapdoors there as well. Very nice. We've got the ores and precious blocks. Again, I think it's nice. Good quality here. Good quality, unique designs, good for colorblind. People who suffer from colorblindness, sorry. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. What's that? Ancient debris right there. Okay. Yeah, no, I like them. They're cool. I like the precious blocks as well. We've got the glass. You guys know, fans of the channel know I'm not going to like this. And for new people, the reason why I don't like this is what if I wanted that design in that color. The mission mash not there. Is a shame. And then the blocks. So, overall, I seem to like a lot of these blocks. I don't like the mossy cobblestone though. But I do like the quality of a lot of these blocks. The wood design's kind of the same feeling as we get with the glass. In that I don't like the different designs in the different colors. But one thing I do like, half slabs, when you pile two on top of each other, it's a different block to the full block. So that's good. You get like a whole extra block. Always a nice effect there. The mossy stone itself here, better. Better. But the cobblestone, not great. And I like this mosaic style here as well. That's very cool. Let's carry on around here. We've got the coral blocks. They don't really flow very well. Very solid. Very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Very standalone, shall we say. But no, the bricks, the blocks, they look good. The blocks as a whole, they look very good. I think this is a good thing for a builder here. I like the detail that you've got in them. I don't know if every block has its own story, but I do like it. And then here, look, these look nice. The weathered, the nastiness of this one, they work. Just get it updated, Paragonia, please, man. The price you guys are paying. Obviously, I know you only got 46 reviews, so maybe you didn't think it was profitable, but please get an update out for this. There's so much potential here that it would be such a shame to just ignore it. There is such amount of potential that you could just keep updating this and get this done. I don't even see Paragonia that often, so I don't know what they do otherwise, but yeah. A good consistency here on the wooden tools matching the armor stands, which is nice. And you've got the iron armor, very good. Stone. Again, it's not copy and paste, it's nice. The chainmail, very good that we can see through. Iron. I like it. There's like elements of 3D here, very nice. Iron armor. Guy's wearing like a waist trainer or something here, the way he bulks out for chest day. Fair dues. Gold. The weapons almost feel like they've come from an add-on. In like their bulkiness. Gold armor there. Diamond. Not blue enough for me, but at least it's consistent across the board, which is cool. And then Netherite. Quite ominous in its darkness there. Very cool. I like it. Yeah, not bad. Nice wings. The trident's a little bit cheap. The shield, very basic. See, look, mace not updated. Heavy core not updated. Bundles not updated. This is a very, very bad pumpkin. I'm sorry. Let's get in here and put this on. Oh, wow. One of the few pumpkins, though, that I've seen that doesn't put, like, black screen. We've got pumpkin color orange. Okay. That's kind of cool. That's quite a nice... See, so much potential here. There really is so much potential. I feel like so much is being missed. And then if we click onto this, we've got custom health and armor. It's a bit digital, a bit futuristic. Not the biggest fan of it, but they are custom. So I suppose, you know, shout it out for that, I guess. But yeah, the Armoury, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm actually a good fan of the Armoury here. I like the blocks. I like the armors. I like the weapons. This pack is just being let down by the fact that it is not updated, which is a shame. Let me know what you guys are thinking. We're going to head to the Nether now, and we're going to see what's going on in there. Alright, so into the Nether we go. I didn't load in quickly enough there for the loading screen, but there wasn't too much going on. I like that pulsing portal frame there. That's nice. Not bad. Netherrack itself, feeling almost dirt-esque here, you know. It kind of feels like stone, but redder, more maroon maybe, more browner. But, yeah, not what you'd expect. I'm used to seeing Netherrack, looking like brains and stuff. And funny, like, story, but in the original, maybe not funny, but, you know, fun fact. In the original review, I said this had a great Nether, so let's see if my feelings stay the same. Obviously, we've got the ghast here. I really like this ghast. I absolutely love this darker ashen effect that we get here with the lava-y, magma-y feet dangling down, the unnatural amount of wiggles there as well. I really like that. That's kind of like a hellscape ominous style there. That's so cool. Also, if we get down here, we can see the fire. Not your usual amount of fire here, it must be said. And if we stand in it, we've got lowish flame at least. I mean, it starts to pick up the longer you're in it, but okay. We've got a magma cube here, who's just ended it all because he didn't want to be on camera. We've got magma blocks, so the cube and the block didn't seem to match too tough. Over here, we've got a zombie piglin. A zombified piglin, sorry. And I just want to check. I like that. The exposed skull on the face, like that bit there, and the skeleton exposed down there. I like that. That is so creative. Why are you not updated? I'm so annoyed. This is such a good base of a pack. Somebody needs to pick this up and do well with this. This is so good. Or at least it could be so good. Quite a basic biome here, though, for the purple tree. Immediately shot back down to earth here. Got piglins here. The red piglin with the tusks. I really enjoy that 3D element as well, which is so cool. The lava in its hot orange. In some areas, this has such a good base. In other areas, this is so basic it hurts. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's overpriced. I don't mind saying that. Even before you look at the fact that it's not updated, it's definitely overpriced. $8.30, and I would have been, yeah, it deserves it. And then still torn it apart for not being updated. $11.70 is too much. Let's go and find ourselves a fortress. Right then, so we're at the fortress here, and to be honest with you, not much. Not really ominous, not really foreboding. We've got the wither skeleton here. Just a standard, like, you know, flip of a normal skeleton. Not much being reinvented there. Do we have any blaze around? Yes, we do. Oh, we've got that nice effect again there. That darker, like, hot magma kind of effect on the face. Although the eyes looking a little bit poor. But I just like that overall effect. I think it's very creative and very cool. In terms of the actual fortress itself, not much going on. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of, you know, wonder or monument to it, really. It's just quite basic. The bricks are cool. It's not cheap. It's not low quality. It's clean, but it's just not the best in the world. Let's get the wither out here. Right then, so the wither is loading up now, and again, I am a sucker for this design here of the heat on it. Just that extra kind of design that you get. That jet black effect as well. It's just minimalistic, but it's ownership, and I like it. I do like that. And then there's some good transparency on him as well. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Right, let's head to the end then, and let's go and see what the Ender Dragon looks like. Alright, so into the end we go. Quite a standard end stone, nothing too crazy going on here. Quite a standard void. Nothing too crazy going on there either. We've got the Enderman. Nice, just little effects. There's some good void kind of particles. I like the effects on the hands and the feet as well. That purple. Again, ownership. Is it worth the price? No. Is it worth the effort? Yeah, the effort's been good. Obviously, I'm not mentioning the fact that it's not updated, but the effort that they did put in is very good effort. It's just overpriced. It really is. We've got the Ender Dragon here as well. Some good purple. I think if this was updated, I'd be leaning towards about a 7. There's room for improvement. There's a lot of basics to it. The body's weird in that it's a block at an angle. But yeah, I'd probably be leaning towards a 7. Room for improvement. Good potential. Good elements. But it's not going to be higher than a 5. I'll be honest with you. I'll be completely honest with you. Yeah, it's alright. It's just, I don't know. I'm quite downtrodden by the fact that this hasn't been updated. And you guys can probably tell. Let's head to the ancient city now. And let's go and see the Warden. Alright, so we're in the ancient city then. And again, so much here that I like. I like the skulk veins. I like the design of it. I like the light blue color that we're getting there. Very nice. I like how strong and positive the stone bricks look. Just with that medieval / gothic-y theme, it just works really well. There are elements of it being a little bit too plain. Like underneath the glistening is a little bit too basic. But overall, it is positive. This is just the pack that probably got away, in fairness. We've got some running water down here as well. Carrying on that no texture design. Very weird to look at, isn't it? Let's get the Warden out here. Alright, so the Warden should be about to spawn. Probably spawned in one of the worst places possible for us to actually get a look at him. Hello. Okay, so that skulk vein design carries on the head and the hair and around the heart. Quite a basic base, but they've added in the elements just to make it feel like part of the world. We've got that kind of exposed spine and skeleton there. Yeah, I mean, it does enough to look nice. It doesn't do enough to wow, which kind of is where this pack is at. So we're in a very unenviable position here, because this is going to be one of the few times that I give 2 scores. So I'm going to give you the score that I give it if we ignore the fact that it's not updated. Let's just pretend, we're looking at it in a bubble. What we see is what we get. We're not looking at it for value for money. We're not looking at it from the point of a consumer, just as an artwork. I'm going to go for a 7. A 7 out of 10. Now, it's a low 7. It's, it's a borderline 6 / borderline 7. Somebody outside honked their horn, so I think they agree. But there's a base here. There's potential. There are some very good design elements. There are some very good creative elements. There's some laziness. There's some very basicness that can be improved on. But that's what I mean by there is room to improve. But I do look at price. 1,170 mine tokens is a lot of mine tokens for an unupdated, uncurrent pack. And it's not it's just not updated. We can't understate that. It's not updated to the point that Spring to Life hasn't been updated. It's not updated to the point that tough blocks haven't been updated. That's trial chamber updates. That's it feels like that's years ago. Really, it feels like there should have been an update for that by now. And so that's why my actual result is going to be a 3 out of 10. It's too expensive for what you get. It's not finished. It's not updated. It's not worth it, in my opinion. But just bring it up to date, and I will happily give it a 7 out of 10. So I hope you guys can understand where I'm coming from on the 2 different scores. I like this pack if it's given to me for free. I like this pack if it's updated. I don't like this pack as a consumer. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Please do leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this as well. Once again, thank you to Dawson for using the channel membership perk redemption to get this pack bumped to the top of the Throwback Thursday list. If you want to have your suggestion of a pack bumped to the top of the list, then please do consider becoming a channel member today. Click that join button, have a look. Every penny that comes into the channel either stays in this channel, or Daz Man plays, or Daz Man reacts. So, you know, we ain't out here getting rich. We just out here making content thanks to you guys. So thank you very much. But if you don't want to do that, then please do just make sure that you've hit the subscribe button. That helps so much as well. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Peace.